Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ness and I like to talk about books. Not a view that I usually use, but my tripod ring light is still broken and we just gotta make do, so these shelves look very messy and I do apologise. I also apologise for the lack of content. I'm still settling in my dog Mango and I have some Mango content over on my Instagram, which I will pin in a comment if you want to see some doggy footage. We've had her about 3.5 weeks now and she's still settling, and I'm putting all of my energy and time into helping her settle. We're learning to communicate with each other and it's a lovely experience, and I'm planning on making some vlogs about my experience, but it does mean that I've had to put reading and bookish stuff on the back burner. But we're finding a bit more of a routine now, so I'm hoping to get back into the swing of things. Which is lucky because I've now finally had the Fairyloot January young adult box. This only turned up yesterday. I didn't know if I was getting this box or not because some people have had this for like weeks now. And I just didn't get any emails about it and I didn't think I was going to get it at all. But it's here now. I've heard such good things about the book, especially the special edition that they've done with it, so I'm just really keen to get into this. When I saw the announcement for this box, they said that it was going to be like pastel theme. And there's one thing that Fairyloot does better than Illumicrate, and that is their theming of their boxes is more consistent. I was really disappointed by Illumicrate's January box, so I'm hoping that this one is pretty good. So the theme for this month is Regency and Scandal. I'm not going to look on the bag. I like to guess the items and the fandoms as I go along. If you are new here, I can't see in the viewfinder. I am so short-sighted, it's unbelievable. So everything is still a surprise to me. I can just see that this is purple. So we're kind of off to a start that I was expecting, but what is this? A lunch bag. Oh, I was just about to say, like, that is not fitting into anything that I would, like, have for lunch. Like, lunches are huge. But this does open up. So this does feel like quite a cheap lunch bag. I do have lunch bags which are like really well made because I'm a bit of a lunch fiend. But I really like the design on this. I love the flowers, I love the swords, and I love the teacups. Like, this is definitely a design that I would use, but just the quality, I would pick something else. This is inspired by the Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels. I've never read that. It's also a book that I don't own. If someone has read it, please let me know, is it good or not? Even though I really don't need to be buying more books, as you can see. Not a great start for this box. I mean, I appreciate the theming. 10 out of 10 for the theming, but it's just not an item I'm very excited by. But really useful for people who are starting a new term at the moment. So next, I'm going to stick with the purple theme. Oh, this is cute. What is it? This looks like an Emily Wilde plant pot. I remember now on Instagram a lot of people were talking about please don't include adult book stuff as items in the young adult box, but they have always done that. I really like this item actually. I think it's really well designed and really well made. I just don't know a lot about plants, so I don't know what kind of plants would fit in here. This is going to be gorgeous on so many people's bookshelves. And I'm really tempted to use this myself for something else, but I don't quite know what. This could be useful for so many things. It doesn't have to just be for plants, but it does have a hole in the bottom for plants. You could kind of like store like makeup products in here. This is so useful. A 10 out of 10 item. I really love this. I feel like this is going to be the biggest item. And I like the consistency. I think this is well made and really practical and cute. I've seen nothing like this in a book box. That's excellent. Excellent. Pastel blue. If you've seen my Illumicrate unboxing, is it really what I think it is? Why are they sending aprons in January? Oh, this is cute. This is so much nicer than the Illumicrate one. So this is an apron that you wrap around your mid-waist and it has pockets. So much nicer than the Illumicrate one. Just what are the chances that they both have aprons in the same box? But this is more of like a crafty one. I do like this. I don't know what it's inspired by, but this is blowing Illumicrate's January box out of the water. Based on Half a Soul, which is another book that I've not read or owned, so feedback on that would be good. In comparison to the Illumicrate one, this feels like such good quality. Like, this is something that you would use and I don't think would fall apart and could be washed really well, unlike the Illumicrate one. I'm so pleased that I opened this box after the Illumicrate one, because if I'd opened the Illumicrate one after this one, I would have been so much more judgmental. And I hate being a negative Nancy on camera, but I would have been really negative. These two items specifically, I really love, and they weren't lying when they said that they were going to come through with a pastel theme. I really like it. And I do think that leaves one more item. Oh, and I think this is based on the book of the month, A Fragile Enchantment Brooch. What do they mean by brooch? Like, is a brooch and a pin the same thing? Oh. So it's not a pin, but it's kind of like something similar. I get what they mean by a brooch now. Personally, I would find no use for this because it's character art. I just don't know when I'd use it. But I think for some younger readers who are more like the demographic of the book would really, really like this item. So I'm not critical. I think it's a nice fantasy idea and it fits with the theme of the book and some of the items as well. I still can't get over these two items. These two items are so cute. So in terms of the items, I think that's it. We've definitely had worse boxes from Fairyloot. I think they've stuck to the theme really well. I think some of these are really usable, really long lasting. I love the apron and I love the planner. Illumicrate's January box felt like a jumble of items just randomly put in a box together with no consistency, but I don't get that from this one, and that's why I really, really like this box. Even though some of the items aren't for me, it feels curated. It makes you feel excited about the book that you're going to get. So the tarot cards this month are as lovely as ever. They are the characters from the main book, and I really like it when they do that, and I think they should just do this every time. I know that sometimes there's a preference for them to do popular books, but I don't think there's a need. I just like it more when you see characters from the book of the month because it makes you more excited. So now we have the book, which I've heard so many good things about. I've heard that this is a really great special edition. I was so disappointed in Illumicrate's book, although that Evernight one and the Fairyloot adult books were so beyond good that I was comparing the Illumicrate one to them and they were just on different levels. But I've heard that this one is better than the Illumicrate one. So let's see. Instantly, I'm like, oh, what is going on? There is so much going on here, okay. Oh, I think that they've done such a good job with this. Oh, this is so cute and fits the theme of the box really well, and it's so well made. The book is A Fragile Enchantment by Alison Saft, and this is a colour change but suits the book so much better. Like, I think the pinks and the softness of this just looks so much better than the normal edition, and the edges just tie this book all together. This gives me throwbacks to Once Upon a Broken Heart and when they did the colour change with that, and it just looked so much better in this pink softness. It's a bit girly, but it just fits with the whole box. The whole box is a little bit girly and I really like that. Let's see what else this has going on for it. Oh, this is nice. We've got really cute end papers, but I'm going to keep looking and come to them in a bit. Oh, this is definitely Once Upon a Broken Heart worthy. This is gorgeous. Illumicrate, what are you playing at? So we have reversible dust jacket art. I just know my camera is not doing this justice because this is absolutely gorgeous as an alternative cover. I don't think it's needed though because this one is just as beautiful, but this is so gorgeous. This is so good. And you know what's even better? The hardcover. Like, look at this. Are you seeing this? This is so, so good. What a strong start for the young adult box. So beautiful. It's a perfect young adult redesign. Absolutely perfect. For an edition, 10 out of 10. Literally couldn't ask for anything more. And it's even got different end papers on the back. What on earth? It's got a digital signature, which I expected. I didn't think that this book would be signed given everything. An absolutely stunning book. Now, I have read other books by Alison Saft before. I read her debut, Down Comes the Night. I think this one is supposed to read a little bit younger than Down Comes the Night. But I must say this like concept of like fantasy and stitching and sewing, I've never read a good one. But given that I did like Down Comes the Night, I'm fully prepared to give this one a go. And how could I not when this edition is so stunning? In terms of customization, I think this is my second favourite of the books that we had in January. I think my favourite was the Evernight book. then this one, then the Fairyloot adult book, and then way down the Illumicrate one. In this novel, the main character is a dressmaker tasked with designing the prince's wardrobe for a royal wedding, but the magic in her blood that lets her stitch emotions and memories into the fabric is the same magic that will eventually kill her. She's drawn into an unlikely friendship with the cold prince, and something begins to blossom. That is, until an anonymous gossip column is released exposing their chemistry and threatening scandal. I can totally see why everybody was messaging me like, the young adult book for Fairyloot is absolutely gorgeous. I completely agree. There was nothing I would change about this. I think this is how you do a special edition. It also comes with a beautiful author letter, which is the same as the art on the underside. Honestly, I have to give this box like a solid 9 out of 10. The theming was absolutely spot on. I would have maybe liked to change some of the items. The items weren't like quite there for me, but I do absolutely adore 2 of them, and I think they've tied everything in really well with their chosen book of the month, which is just absolutely gorgeous. Let me know what you thought of this box. I think between the Illumicrate one and this one for January, I think this one totally blew Illumicrate out of the water. I hope Illumicrate are like looking at this box like, I can see how there's a big gap in quality. And I guess that comes down to restrictions from the publisher and what they want to do with the special edition. But why would a book box work with a publisher who's not going to let them have free reign of the design? Comments for discussion, please. But thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone is well, and I'm hopefully going to see you in my next video. Bye guys!